feeling like I ain't took a nap in weeks. I'm up, couple thousand tuck, writing back the G. I'm stuck, diamonds in the cut, make an actress speak. Sports, drugs, and entertainment, think I'm Master P.
Yo, what up? It's 929 WDUP. We run this home of timeless hip hop and R&B. It's the S.D.E podcast. We are back. We got a few extra guests in the building. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves, man.
You know who it is, man. It's MS, Mike Styles. You know, Luxury Enterprises, luxury family. I try to put my 961 voice on it. I mean, what's that?
I know, man. It's not, you got the after hours late night love voice on, man. You gotta speak up, kid.
Mike Styles, MS, man.
I'm Des.
Boy Roy. It's your boy LL Cool Ray.
That's a real.
What up, man? It's your boy Gina Rigo. Let's go. So, yo, we gonna start off with All-Star Weekend, man. What's your thoughts on that? I think the dunk contest was buns.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It was alright.
It wasn't that bad. There's been worse.
Hey, man, but what's my man's name, man? He put Black Panther to shame, man. My man Oladipo came out, got the man,
and then missed it. And then missed it.
You know he couldn't see it.
The Black Panther got up and walked out.
I didn't want to watch the movie after that. Everybody hyping the movie up. I'm done, yo.
I said, oh, man, you can't miss it. And they was all saying, you can't miss it. You can't miss it.
He missed it. I think that it was hard for him to see though. Like, why would you put that on? You can't really see out of it.
What was the dunk he attempted? I forgot.
It was like a windmill backwards through the leg.
Should have won it though.
You think so?
You think so?
Oh, that was dope. You know what?
That was a hard one.
Yeah.
You should have pulled that out the bag first.
Yeah.
That should have been his first dunk.
But the thing about that dunk was like one of them dunks you had to see on Insta replay. Like at first, I'm like,
I ain't see that.
Like ain't nothing special.
Kenny's the one that hyped it up.
I was like, oh.
Kenny Smith hyped it up because when Kenny Smith said, "Yeah, I don't understand what he did," I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then they saw the slow motion. I said, "Whoa!" Dennis Smith too. He's another one.
I'm kind of looking like Lance right now too, man.
How long that been like going on? Like the All-Star Dunk Contest.
Oh man, since like the
70s. So you gotta think like after like 40 years, 50 years, that like people are like, what can you really create? Like you gotta just
the kid that won,
it's the surrounding things that go with it that make it interesting.
But the kid that won, he won because of dunk Vince Carter did 16 years ago. So they just respecting him.
So on the top of that, yo, one of the illest slam dunk contests was like 2 years ago with Zach Levine and my man Aaron Gordon. That's like 2 years ago. That's one of the illest dunk contests ever.
I know a couple people.
But then you see these ones at the parks. At the parks that you see online, and those they be bugging.
A couple people done recreated Jordan dunks and won it. You know what I'm saying?
But yo, you know what I want to see? I want to see Vince Carter next year. He can still dunk. That'll be dope. Yo, if Vince Carter come back, I mean, he can still get up.
It's not worth it.
He gonna break both his legs.
I'm coming down off that.
It's not worth
it. He might break your leg doing that.
Yeah, for real, man.
You know what I don't understand? How
Vince Carter call you out right now. Dunk contest 2018, 2019.
Gino, you kind of tall. How the bigs, like centers and power forwards, beating the guards in the skills challenge? Is that the new age?
But that's what the league is now. You know what I'm saying? These tall guys have the guard skills. You know what I'm saying? Like the Greek freak. He's 6'11". He's a point guard.
Yeah, he's something else.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's the next.
I think that's what makes you like a good center or a good forward, make you stand out, is when you can actually have ball handling skills. You know what I'm saying?
That's like you have to have it now.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the norm for the future. That's gonna be the norm for the future, man.
And you got to think, coming up, unless you like in a place where like they actually hone in and they groom you to do something, the person on the team, they mess them up a lot. You got a kid who's the tallest on the team, even though he got ball handling skills, they put him at the center just because he's the tallest when you coming up playing like Pee-wee basketball and whatnot. Unless somebody sees like, nah, you 6'5", but you'll never be a center in the league. So if we're grooming you to play sports professionally, we need to have you as a guard. So then you're gonna have the point guard in a high school basketball team taller than the center.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody gonna be 6'10". That's why like I'm gonna find me a 6'5" chick and I'm gonna let off, shoot a club up. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying though. Because yo, in elementary school I was a center.
Right, what I'm saying.
You lying. Yo, you ain't never been a center.
I was a set. Yo, listen, I was.
You ain't never been a center.
Tall. And then, no, what happened was.
Yo, let me put a live on him, man.
Listen, what happened was, elementary school, I was tall, right? And then what happened was, I drank a lot of coffee and stopped.
You stopped drinking the coffee?
Yeah, I drank a lot of coffee.
I've never heard that.
You read that.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing.
I heard that caffeine stunts your growth.
It stunts your growth. I was tall. So I was supposed to be like 6'2".
You kind of look like you got a 6'2" face.
I
Like,
got,
you look like,
see?
if you was just like pulling the headshot of your face, you like, yo,
You got a 6'2" face. You sit tall though.
No, sit tall. Yo, I got a tall torso.
He's only 4 inches taller when he stands up.
No, but listen,
like, you don't see much of a difference when you get up from your chin.
I ain't got time to. They don't know that yet.
Oh yeah, we on radio, man. Like, yo, you good for radio.
Right,
You got the radio
listen, I'm
bill.
tall for radio.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta think, even
radio.
if a kid's like 5'6" in 7th grade,
And that's what happened.
You know what I'm saying?
I
He
just
got the
stopped.
right, like
He's
everybody
tall,
else.
yeah.
You
He's
hit your
tall.
growth spurt early, you essential. And you might have ball handles because you don't play guard, playing rec and all that. But then as soon as you go into, you know what I'm saying, like your school team, they gonna put you wherever they feel like. And it's usually going by size. It really seldomly goes by skill. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a quarterback. It would be smarter to put like the taller dudes at quarterback. They can see over the line, but a lot of times they got this
it's a
little
small
kid. You know what I'm saying? Being quarterback, and he ain't, even if he
Ain't got the cannon.
Yeah,
Got the
like even if he go pro, like he gonna play a completely different position.
So yo, what y'all thoughts on the whole new format? Team LeBron, Team Steph. Man?
I liked
was
it.
dope.
I liked it.
I like it.
I ain't like it at first, man. I'm a traditionalist, you know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man.
You don't like
Switch it
change?
up, but
You don't like
now
change?
that I watched it, it's dope. I think it's
And they played defense.
yeah.
They played defense. The last play was a defensive stop.
They still picking.
Yeah, but I feel like they should have, if anything,
That
like,
mix-up is
mixed
crazy.
it in. Like, all right, so leading into it, introduce it where it's like, okay, it's East and West, and then we do that too. But like, just to like drastically change it, like you kind of, you know what I'm saying?
I want them to televise it.
Yeah,
I want to see who gets picked
Pay
last.
teams, like, you know what I'm saying? Televised.
I want to see them televise it. Whoever picked last gonna be mad. Because I used to pick last.
At the end of the day, the old millionaires. I don't feel bad for none of them.
Oh yeah, right.
I'll pick last. I'm like, whatever. I'm still in the
You
league.
do. How much money you get from a All-Star game?
It was like
I think 150.
150,000 just to show up.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler ain't play 1 minute.
I know.
got that
That's
nigga
crazy.
Is it still they picking from the East and the West?
No, they just
They gonna pick whoever they want. That's what I didn't like.
I ain't like that first nigga.
I still don't
All
like
I'm
that. They
saying
should have
is-
been
You don't
the
like
East
it?
and West. They still could have had the team captains. They should have just been.
I like it because you never see people
plays out of the West
be
players.
teammates that you'll never see,
But what
like
if you
LeBron
see-
and Durant. You'll never see that. You know what I mean?
You can
But what if you
make the
see,
USA team?
You're gonna have a year.
I mean, they did.
You're gonna have a year where you're gonna have the
Make the
two
USA
top players
team.
that they got picking teams coming from the West or the East.
Yeah.
So then it's gonna be like, so each year you have to pick the top West and the top
The
East.
It's gonna be the same.
Because
They
if
do,
you-
but they
if you
just
got
mix,
the two
though.
top players and they both from the East, then
Yeah, nah, they don't do it like that's how they vote along like the East versus West, and then like pretty much the top vote getter from the East and the West are the captains,
Whoever.
and then they can pick whoever. First, like they'll name the starters, and you got to pick from the starters. And once you fill up your starting lineup, then everybody, all the reserves, whatever, they're open to be picked. You know what I'm saying? That's how they
I mean,
think.
if that's what you're gonna do, you might as well switch it everywhere. You might as well have like all rookies versus all like veterans. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have any type of all-star situation.
I like the Rising Charge. What was it? Rising
Right,
Stars?
stars. Oh yeah, big up Chris Dunn for that. He's in there. Yeah, you dropped like 9 points, man. Pointing on for the city, man. What you think about his performance, man? You actually catch again?
Yeah,
I watched it. I watched it because of Chris.
Yeah, I did. So they got it on the DVR.
We had to look at it after the fact. We was down there working at the bar, and shouts to the snow. And like threw our satellites all off with the dunk contest and all that.
But you see that they were trying to position certain players like to be the center of it.
Yeah, of course.
Because they wanted what Embiid to shine and stuff like that, and Chris was just trying to fit in. But Chris was playing.
I mean, nah. He called a dunk too.
He knew he was
He
limited
knew.
minutes.
He knew what it was.
said
He
was only
knew
gonna
what
play
it
a few
was.
minutes.
Yeah,
but
he knew
plus,
what it
you gotta
was.
think when you
I
got people
watched his interview
sponsoring that
before
thing, it's a lot of money
he was
involved. So you got
only
people
saying he's gonna
sponsoring the
play
All-Star
Exactly,
Weekend.
that's what it
They
is.
want to make
It's a
sure
money
that
grab.
off of you seeing these players play, our jersey sales about to go up, our sneaker sales. But
I mean,
they always gonna try to showcase.
I mean, who got the biggest agents in the game and make sure their face gets seen.
But they was bigging him up the whole joint. Every time he scored, they was talking about, listen, he's gonna be one of the best backcourts and Bulls had in a long time.
I like that backcourt of him and Levine, yo. They're gonna be tough. We ain't really get to see them play together like that.
When Levine get healthy and all that.
No, he playing now. He good.
he playing.
No, but healthy, had like a full season under him and actually playing with Chris.
That's the
You know what
most
I'm saying?
beautiful thing I feel like with New London, like as a whole. It's like we don't just have somebody who went pro. Like he's playing, like excellently. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. You don't just have a radio station. You got a radio station that they killing it. Shouts to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like so we have a player go pro. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, but we just gotta show him love because it's easy to show him love. He's nice and he a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all good dudes and y'all got a dope thing going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's one thing to have success, but then you actually like can get behind these people because they actually dope. You know what I'm saying? So shouts to y'all. You know?
Thanks a lot.
Chris Dunn.
Big up to Chris Dunn, man. I got something about All-Star Weekend that irked me, man. That intro with Kevin Hart. Y'all talk about that musical BS we had to watch?
I missed it.
It was like
You like it? What about Ferg, dog? Oh, we gonna get to that too. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to Ferg.
Come at Kevin first, dog. I'm disappointed in you.
Nah, I'm working on it. Listen, no, because at the beginning, now go get to halftime.
I feel you now. You starting low, just trying to build the vibe.
Exactly. Because on the real, I never really want to speak bad about Kevin Hart. He's right across the street at the Gardner Center. You know what I mean? Came down to run it, so you know what I mean. So I really don't want to speak bad. But I don't think it was his idea. I think he just did it. He did like a musical and all that.
They got
so those of us that didn't see it, I didn't see it. What happened? Nah, I didn't see it.
A musical, like you got it right?
Yeah. So basically, they was trying. He wanted to be part of the All-Star game. That was the whole thing. So they were trying to say, all right, for you to be part of the All-Star game, you have to have a certain amount of certain thing to go with you, like determination, toughness, and all that. So they were doing musicals to reenact each of those things that you need to be an all-star.
They had like ludicrous rap.
It was crazy. They had mind workers. It was
they were trying too hard.
It started at 8 and then at 8:30 it was a legit half hour. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Probably they almost lost momentum because of that, man.
Yeah, man.
But you know what was funny though?
Nah, I don't think so.
When he was cracking on everybody.
Yeah, that was funny. Like
he did the introduction.
Salvage it, yeah.
And he was just killing everybody.
He was snapping on everybody.
Yeah, he should have just did that and that was it.
That's what he did.
Do it, ain't him. So he got it.
That was funny.
Position,
but they should have let off with that.
Yo, they should just did that, man. But alright, boy Ray, let's talk about Fergie, man. What you think? I didn't think it was that bad.
Nah.
I gotta play the clip real quick.
That was horrible.
No,
you mean that?
What you like? She tried to do the little jazzy take to it.
Right, she did, but she didn't execute that. You got millions of people watching.
I think when she said, I feel like she choking this shit.
I feel like a jazz artist don't. Amy Winehouse did that.
She would have killed it.
No, Amy Winehouse.
That's not your lane.
She should have been in the Midwest underground bars with a bunch of people in there drinking whiskey.
Wednesday and shit.
That's like having somebody who do R&B get up there and try to sing it poppy. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was her
lane.
Black Eyed Peas. Have the Black Eyed Peas do it with you.
Y'all like the Black Eyed Peas, man. You know why? Now you know why? Now one dude tried. I remember I was at.
Where's the casino?
The casino.
Where's the casino?
Oh, what was it? Lucky's? Yeah. I was trying to talk to this one chick, man. And I thought I was just about to close it out, about the bag, whatever. She was last smile and all that. Too. Yeah, I was here with my charm and all that, man. This dude just started like inching over, and got all. Oh damn, I'm not gonna light over. Yeah, he started inching over. He kind of like blocked me, man. So
who did?
I don't know.
One of them. The one with the perm?
He looked like he Filipino.
Yeah, that's the one with the perm.
I know too. It's a weird name.
So you don't like him because you lost a girl?
I ain't lose. Like he ain't back neither.
Oh yeah. He just shut shit down.
He made it complicated, man. It's complicated. Yeah, man. He played interference, man. He thought he could just like kind of just go up in there and you know what I mean.
So
you on like
he out light skinned you?
Nah, man. He just caused distraction. He just caused distractions, man.
It wasn't a big enough distraction then. So.
I had a problem. I don't even consider it an L, man. I just felt disrespected, man. That's why, like, yo, I'm about to go to FYE and crack some of them Black Eyed Peas albums. Something, no love, yo. No streams. You'll never get played on 929. Camera 101 on me. Black Eyed Peas, y'all will never get burned on 929.
Are they a group no more?
Ever.
No.
Ever.
They trying to come
Black Eyed Peas.
like some church music stuff in the
Yeah, I know my ways ain't spinning no more, kid. I'm with a cap no more, man. Put my hand on back.
That's crazy. They trying to come push the word, man.
So when we talk about Fergie,
oh yeah, hold on.
No, I like the reactions.
That was the funniest
Everybody
part
was
of
trying
it
to
all.
laugh.
Everybody was trying to hide their expression, and they got it from so many different camera angles that it was just
hilarious.
It was just funny.
Oh, hold up. My bad. Keep talking. I'm
shaking.
Yo, man, I got the Muhammad Ali. There we go.
You didn't see this?
Nah, I did see it, man. It's hard to look at.
That's fire. I like
That
that.
shit's terrible.
She looked good. She looked good.
That shit's terrible.
I think it was fire.
She was definitely in shape.
Yeah, she was in shape. She was in shape.
Oh man.
But yeah,
I don't know what she was. If she was all kinds of fucking.
What she say?
Whatever kind of whatever she was.
Nah, it's your first offense.
No,
No.
paying up.
All right,
Listen, I just don't know. Like, that's just not what I expected from her. I get the concept. Like, I get that you try to put your own twist on it. And you could have killed it.
Don't put no twist on it.
But you can't put a twist on something that you never twisted before.
Right, I agree.
It's not
I'm
your
just
twist
saying
to put
that
on
just
it.
maybe
Like, don't
wasn't.
they practice that though?
Like,
Someone in her campus
You didn't have
like
like
when she
a.
practice that, ain't nobody be like,
Someone in her campus say, yeah.
no.
Your manager.
Quality control.
Like, nobody.
Nah, you can't have yes people in your corner.
Your whole squad
Somebody
let you
gotta
do
say,
that.
You have to have somebody in your corner that say, listen here.
No, this guy say,
Nobody cut
That's it.
Nobody cut your mic off.
A bunch of yes men.
She got
They
a bunch
just
of yes
let
men.
you be embarrassed. Nobody even tried
That's
to
why they
prevent
kicked her out of
Well, we got the remix right here.
Alright, so go watch Cardi B how she rocked out to that.
nah, but. Oh, that's dope. Oh, she got some here. She got some here.
No, they should put auto-tune behind it.
They filthy for that.
Okay, I see this happening.
Hey yo, you can't spit to that though.
Why
Oh, and that's there you go, Mike. There you go, right here. Let's go. You say you got balls for people. What up?
Well,
Don't cuss.
you put me on the spot. Fergalicious, what? Should've told her shut the fuck up. Told her not to speak. Who the? She thought it was. It's All-Star Week and she is tweeting.
Let's go.
Ain't acting crazy, but she shouldn't be speaking on that. And she looked like a crack. Baby Cardi B was rocking out.
Yo, on that note, he is toying down with the Fergie example right there, man. Hey, yo, we gonna take a break. We gonna get into Fergie featuring S.D.E. Wonder Hill National. Let's go.
I'm feeling like I ain't took a nap in weeks. I'm up, couple thousand tuck, writing back the G. I'm stuck, diamonds in the cut, make an actress speak. Sports, drugs, and entertainment, think I'm Master P.
Yo, what up? It's S.D.E. That was Cannabis second round knockup. What happened to Cannabis? We can talk about that on another episode, man. But yo,
Oh man.
we gonna talk about Shut Up and Dribble. The whole, I said Dribble, wow. Dribble, Shut Up and Dribble, man. LeBron made statements about Trump. Talking about how, you know, I don't even know what he said, but he just saying stuff negative about Trump. Of course, Fox News had something to say. This chick named Laura Ingraham. She looked like a chick that you could see down sound.
Your basic bitch.
Like, you know, cuz. Oh no, man, you can say bitch.
Oh, I can say bitch.
You can say bitch. Yeah.
You can say bitch.
You can say bitch.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
man.
go hard.
Shout out to the
I
FCC.
got one bitch inside my verse. One bitch.
Well, she like meth. She got like meth
She got American Dad face. American Dad.
Well,
face.
Laura Ingraham told LeBron pretty much to shut up and dribble. Athletes shouldn't be speaking on political matters, and I think that's BS. I call BS for the simple fact that Fox News is good for having on Clint Eastwood, Kid Rock, Joe the Plumber, whatever his name is.
Yeah, you're
Joe
right.
the Plumber.
You're right.
Yeah. Ted Nugent. The rock and roll dude, whatever. But as soon as somebody black or somebody just of influence at all says something negative
that disagrees
with the Fox News narrative, whatever, it's a problem. Oh, shut up and dribble. And I just want to see your thoughts about that, man.
Oh man, my thoughts are, I think I share the same sentiment as everyone else. It's Fox News has had 4 times the amount of interviews with President Trump as anyone else. They've had like 20 interviews. CNN, all these other people, they all can't get an interview, but he only talks with Fox News. That should tell you something right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're about. They don't want to see black people speak up. They don't want to see them prosper. And I mean, they're trying to keep their foot on our necks.
Yeah, man.
It's biased media, and they usually always have an agenda.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like a set agenda that they want their listeners that become followers. Like that just becomes embedded in their brain.
And it's crazy. Whenever they have some news that's like negative about him, he says fake news.
But it's
you ain't like my Trump? Fake news.
But you always notice it's not Fox. Fox is a Trump supporting network, and that's what they do. Yeah. So and Charles Barkley said it best. He said they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and for you to let them get you mad, you're just falling right into what they're trying to do.
Yeah, we got
they are what they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, matter of fact, we got a caller right now, and he voted for Trump. Gawain, what up, man? What's good?
He put
You got some jokes, huh?
it up a Trump.
G Wayne, what up, man? What's going on, man?
What's there, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. We live on air, man. What you gotta say about what we discussing right now, man? What's your take on the G Wayne?
Man, I just keep my peace and keep it moving, bro. It's a bunch of nonsense. You can get lost in a heartbeat, so I just keep it moving, man.
All right, thanks, Gawain.
Yeah, I feel like you ain't got that master, like
I think
because it's the awkward endings. Like
We just started taking phone calls, so it's awkward.
Truth, man, look at it, man. It's going to continue regardless. What you say or what she said to LeBron, it's going to continue. And if you buy into it, whatever, you just spreading their narrative, whatever.
Exactly.
So keep away from all that nonsense. Just keep it moving, man. What that can do is control what I have. You know what's going on in my life. If I buy into that, or whatever, I'm just selling what I'm just buying what they're selling, whatever. So I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. What's the climate down there? You down in Orlando right now, Florida. I think Florida went Trump. And we don't want to turn this too political, you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, what's the climate down there around the people out in Orlando, man?
Well, from the propaganda that's spreading right now everywhere, it's just like, funny, I went to the gym today. I was trying to have a conversation with someone that, you know, I'm somewhat cool with or whatever, and the words out of that person's mouth is just a bunch of confusion. And I'm just there looking like, okay, maybe I should not have said anything to this person because it just sounds like some right-wing pundit or whatever. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just keep my mouth shut from now on because there's a lot of misinformation going around and people just taking it wrong with it. So a lot of people don't know what is going on or what is what. So again, I just keep my peace and just keep it moving, man. Because right now, hopefully, this moment will just be an asterisk in time somewhere. But hopefully, we all just get through this and just keep it moving.
Hey G Wayne, y'all was on the treadmill. Y'all was talking about this. Where you was at?
Nah, I was on the bench, bro. I can't do nothing with my legs.
Oh, alright.
Oh yeah, you got the stink foot.
Yeah,
stink cast on your foot.
That's right. You got the stink cast.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Wayne a question. Yo, G, so down there, not to change the subject, but they had that school shooting down there where 17 people lost their lives, and
What part of that?
What part of Florida was that?
Lakeland. I don't even know where that's at.
That's close to Miami.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm down there next month, baby.
All right, so they had a vote down there in the Senate, just voting on the automatic weapons, the people's access to them, and they shot it down. Like it wasn't even close. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids.
What you gotta keep in mind, bro, is like these people out here, granted, like I got my permit. I mean, I just gotta make it out to the gun store to buy a gun. I just class everything, all that stuff. But these people out here, bro, it's like you basically trying to take a baby away from a person if you're trying to talk about a gun or whatever. Because they would look at you like you were crazy. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
Like, God gave a right to have a gun, my Second Amendment or whatever. So it's crazy out here because that stuff has happened. You think people like, yo, we really need to make a change or whatever. But yet these politicians that's getting money from the NRA or whatever, they're like, no, it's not happening whatsoever. And you just looking at these people like, yo, hopefully at the end of this, whatever, like you, whoever like passes or whoever shut this down, whatever, get voted out. But the fact of the matter is, even though this happened earlier today or whenever it happened or whatever, these politicians are still going to be there because no one is going to do anything about it. I mean, so it's a sad situation. It's just a cycle that keeps on going over and over, and no one is big enough to step up to do anything about it. So, like, I posted on Facebook before, like, granted what happened, people get shot, whatever, it's sad or whatever, but I don't feel no type of way about it because the fact of the matter is, it's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen the next day.
Yeah, you get numb to it, yeah.
It's continuing, no one's not doing anything about it.
Yo, Gawain for mayor of Oakland. I'm about to say Oakland, cause I was like confusing Parkland and Orlando.
I mean,
Gawain, I'm running your campaign. 2020 Gawain, let's go.
2020 Gawain.
I don't know the statistics on it, but I wrote when I had to go for school and whatnot. I wrote a essay on it. And they asked me about like strengthening gun laws and whatnot. Look at the statistics. See how many people with a registered firearm committed a crime with that firearm. And I guarantee you that it's not high.
No,
but
I mean, homie that just did it though. I'm not to cut you off, but homie did. Then he purchased his guns legally.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He might have purchased them legally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you look at it that the reason why they got these laws where felons can't possess firearms is because they're saying, that'll cut back on crime. But that's not true because a lot of the shootings that are like mass produced, mass casualties, whatever, are done by people who passed all these psych things or passed whatever they had to do. They went through the necessary channels to get their gun, and then they use it in the worst way. But they're using like gang violence and all that to push their agenda, saying, "Oh, that's why felons can't have guns." Well, felons ain't out there mass shooting people.
Felons don't have a hard time getting guns. It's law-abiding citizens that want to get guns that are now having more problem getting them to protect themselves and their homes and their children.
Yeah, the people who want to protect their business.
Nobody
Those are the people who have a hard time getting guns.
And you know what's crazy? I read something like, yo, in the hood, the schools in the hood, they got the metal detectors, and you got to walk through the airplane joint, whatever. You don't hear about no mass shootings there. It's in the suburbs, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the great thing about it.
Outside of those communities, it's probably more firearms in those communities, and never do you see a school getting shot up in those communities. But they want to have you thinking that all the violence that's going on with firearms are from felons and from all these horrible criminals and all this type of thing. Like, so it perpetuates that thought that, like, oh, these people aren't. They shouldn't have access to them because they're gonna create a problem. How I look at it is, and not to get too political, is when it comes to felons, right? Felons basically say this person did not follow the law, right? So you look at it like if there was a situation where the government wanted to, like, institute martial law, whatever you want to call it. They want to lock down the general public, right?
I think
the first people who are going to go against that.
I know
it's
not going to be no martial law.
Nah, I'm not saying that there will be.
He said if.
I'm not saying there will be. What I'm saying is
a lot of people like to use that talking point. It's not going to happen.
Nah, I'm not saying there is.
And a lot of people trying to spread, like what he said earlier about not being political. This whole matter is political because the fact of the matter is why we're in this position is because of politics. And no one wants to acknowledge that point.
Oh yeah, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that the reasoning behind them stopping felons and whatnot from getting firearms or whatever, it has nothing to do with the fact that they think these people are going to be violent. It has something to do with the fact that obviously if they're not following the law as it stands, right, then if the military takes over, these are going to be the first people who are going to go against that, who are going to be revolutionists and whatnot, and like and put up a resistance. Yeah, they're going to put up a resistance to it because.
You got to put that in context or whatever. All right.
I was trying to. You cut me off.
Someone coming from the military that had proper training and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Shooting at you, that's a civilian that don't have any type of military training or any type of training whatsoever. What are the odds you think of that happening, or what are the odds of that happening and you actually being successful? If they want to take over, or whatever they want to do, the government, per se, if it was to happen, do you think you would have a chance?
I know, I agree with
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is damage control.
But I'm not coming at you directly. I'm just saying, I've heard that argument before. Just like, for instance, if you a drug dealer, you in the hood, and you doing whatever you doing or whatever, what time do they come get you?
In the morning.
In the morning when you sleep. They know exactly what you're doing. All these people that got whatever they got whatever, they know exactly what you have. And if they want to initiate something to come and get you, they're gonna come and get you, and there's absolutely nothing you or anyone could do about it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
I gotta stockpile all these guns or whatever. Dude, you gotta stockpile. How many trigger fingers you got?
Yeah, I understand that, but it's the damage control. It's saying that if we make it tougher, then the people who will look at that and say, you know what, we're not going for that shit. We're not going for that. It's less.
That's taking offense $1, bro.
That was the first for me.
Oh, all right, you good. You're right.
It's like damage control. It's basically saying that, you know, and not for nothing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of I know people in the military that don't even have their permit. Like, it's just because someone goes to the military doesn't necessarily mean that they're like the highly trained, most skilled person when it comes to using a firearm. Yeah. You got dudes who been in the hood, if that's what you want to call it, and I've been in 26 shootouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got people who've been in the military who never been under gunfire. Like, they literally went through training with them, and they never actually been in a situation where they were like under gunfire. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it has no direct bearing on whether or not you're trained with it. They teaching you like basically training and shooting at targets, but them targets ain't shooting back. Like, it's either you the type of person who deals with a situation at hand and are calm as you can be in that situation, or you're not. Training only kicks in, you know what I mean, for somebody who has it in their personality to be in that situation.
I think a lot of it is too. I think what they're trying to perpetuate is how easy it. All right, they had this thing on World Star saying with the little boy, that 13-year-old boy who went to try to get beer, couldn't do it. Went to try to get scratch-off tickets, couldn't do it. Went to go get cigarettes, couldn't do it. Then he went to a gun show and he went to a gun place and then he bought a 22, and it was just so easy for these kids or whoever it is at that age. Well, they're going to shoot. We're talking about shooting up the school. How easy for them? They can't get beer, cigarettes, or scratch-off tickets, but they can go get a gun whenever they want. And that's what's wrong with America. Now, who do we go to change that? That's the whole thing about it, and that's where the argument gets lost. Like
that always starts.
Where do we start the argument at? You know what I'm saying? Like
that starts at your local level.
It's tough, man. There's no hope when you have it where the average American cannot access what they would consider the American dream. Like you tearing down hope. Like what makes a 16-year-old kid feel like I want to take my life and take everybody's life? Like they don't see no future. Like they look at it like there's no hope, bro. Like there's not, and you like when you have like politicians doing government shutdowns and everything's that like where you got people who work hard, you know what I'm saying, they whole life and they can barely afford a middle class lifestyle. Like it's like, what do you aspire to? You 13, what I'm aspire to? I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna get all these degrees to basically, as soon as I start making good money, you raise the standard of living, and then I'm hit. Like a lot of people who go postal, if that's what you want to call it, like a working class people who barely making it, who working, and then they company downsize, they lose their job, they about to lose everything, so they go crazy because like there's no hope. Like you can't. They want you to, it's like a carrot in front of your face. They dangling saying like, yo, listen, you can get here, you just gotta work hard. You know what I'm saying? They would use somebody like us as a success story. My background, I got a criminal record. I'm a felon. They want to use me as a success story and say, look, he can do it. You just got to work hard. Like, no. Like, to the average person who made any type of mistake, like, I caught my F for, this is how I look at it. It's a stretch. But when you don't have to apply for your freedom of speech. You don't have to apply for any other thing under the Constitution. I caught my F for exercising my right to bear arms without having the necessary permission to do it. So I was like 18, you know what I'm saying? I had myself a little strap, and I caught a felony because of that. So I'm like, hold up, my only felony was the fact that I exercised my right to bear arms. So I can't bear arms now because I exercised my right to bear arms. But I understand it, like it was horrible. That was me 18 being stupid, thinking like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. I got to figure it out. But regardless of what, that had no bearing on my intelligence, whatever I wanted to do. So regardless of anything, I was going to try to make it to where I felt like I needed to make it to anyway, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you have to work hard, you have to whatever, but if I didn't go through certain channels to get that, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have, you know, certain people in my life that I came across that I made connections with that helped me get to a certain spot, like there's no hope. A decision I made at 18, like I can't even work a job that's gonna keep me minimum waging, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no hope.
Yo, but speaking on the incident that just took place, man, it's like I think it's all BS for the simple fact that they always talk about, oh, he got mental issues, whatever. Like, why can't my man just be evil? Like, what happened to evil? Evil don't exist no more?
Well, they said about Tamar Rice, they have to put that somewhere. They said Tamar Rice, he was fine, but he was a little,
like, yo, homie just evil. He wanted to kill people. Like, yo, y'all don't even know. You gotta be a special kind of evil to have an $800,000 inheritance on debt for you when you turn 22 and you kill 17 people.
You're right. I agree with
you. You gotta be evil. It ain't mental health. I don't care what you saying. And on top of that, it gotta do with color.
You guys have to get back to the point. You guys are all over the place. The point is.
Wait, this ain't your show. You taking over?
Listen. I
don't understand it.
I'm about to hang up on you.
The fact of the matter is that
space bar on that cat.
Keep on doing these mass shootings on 8/15. Incident after incident on 15. There's no reason why any civilian should have a military-style assault rifle.
Exactly, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like he can't get a scratch-off ticket, but he can get an AR-15.
Hey,
what kind of America is that?
I was gonna get to that point, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. You know what I'm saying? I know all.
We've been drinking. We're getting there, Gwen. You gotta relax. We're getting there.
These gun issues and all these gun laws, and if everybody was allowed to carry a
yo,
to defend themselves.
Nah, you're not military.
If you don't see a point for any regular person to have an AR-15 than the police and the military should have them unless they going to war.
It's the fact that
no, I see what the point Gwen making. I'm sorry, ready to cut you off. I see the point Gwen making. I'll verbalize it for him. What he's saying is like, yo, all right. The Second Amendment, like, you know what I mean, people who like, yo, I need my AR-15 in case there's some tyranny and the government's gonna come and take over. What he's saying is like, yo, if the government really want to take over, all they gotta do is drop a bomb on your little 2-bedroom apartment house. Pew, bang! It's a rap. Bunker buster, all that is a rap. You're not.
What's the noise?
So I guarantee you, this is what will fix. So this is what will help to fix the problem, right? Unless it's going out of this country to go fight a war, then the police and the military, if they give up, you know what, we're not gonna have these, then I guarantee you there'll be less violence. Because if you look at it in England, they have the armed guard. They don't carry. The police don't even carry guns. That's why it's less shootings and stuff. Because if you give them to if you give them to any person in society, then there's gonna be some way that the rest of the public can access it. So instead of it being that 13-year-old kid going to get an AR-15, it'll be a cop's son, or it'll be a soldier's son that will grab his dad's AR-15. You know what I'm saying? Like, so either way, the fact that they are accessible to anyone is what is going is gonna cause a problem, because every person who's not a civilian isn't a stand-up person. Every person who's not a civilian isn't stable. So like the same way that any other average human being can go do some evil shit. Well, damn, that's the second.
Hello.
I gotta pay that. The same way any average civilian can go do something, you have police officers, military that can go crazy and snap and be evil and do the same thing. So the first thing that you should do is lead by example. You want your kids to not smoke? Stop smoking. You want your kids to not do something? Stop. Then lead by example. So if the government say, okay, civilians can't have them, but you know we can because we're us. Nah, give up y'all right to have them, and y'all say, you know what, we're not gonna use these either, because the same way that we look and say civilians should have it, why should we ever go at a U.S. citizen with one of these things? Why should we be going at it? What situation would it take if the public doesn't have them? Then why would we have to go into a situation?
And we're the only country that does it.
Well, why would we have to go into a situation and have this machine aimed at our citizens? No matter what it is, you get what I'm saying? Like, and if you understand it from that standpoint, like, what gives me the right? Because we feel like, oh, we're justified in doing it. The person who does whatever, whether it's an evil base to it or whatever, they feel justified too. So y'all feel justified at some point pulling this on an American citizen. Then what do you think is gonna happen? That's gonna get in a perfect world. It's gonna be like, okay, it's only gonna be in their hands. It's not gonna be the case. So say, you know what? We're not gonna carry these, and we're gonna do away with these unless we're going out of the country, and then we'll say now the average citizen won't get access to them.
It's almost impossible to get them off the streets because there's so many of them over so many years that have just been like moved around from military and.
But look, for years they've only been making them for military and for law enforcement, but they still get out.
Exactly.
If you stop making them, then you do damage control, and now if a situation does happen, you contain casualties, you contain whatever. You can't stop evil, but you can kind of control the level of damage that's done by first taking responsibility, saying we shouldn't have these needed.
Okay. Great discussion. We kind of ran over a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But great discussion. And we're about to play some music that talk about shooting people. Let's go.
Chief Key featuring.
I'm feeling like I ain't took a nap in weeks. I'm up, couple thousand tucked, writing back the G. I'm stuck, diamonds in the cut, make an actress see. Sports, drugs, and entertainment, think I'm Master P.
Hey, yo, what up? It's 929 WDUP, S.D.E podcast. And we get into a heated debate off air, and they still debating. Are y'all done yet?
I'm talking Nori's my nigga.
Yo, Mike, we on air, man. Yo, man, we on air. Yeah, we got a heated debate going on. That's why I kind of spilled over.
We're not gonna go into that. I'll switch.
We about to go into it. Oh, we about to let you rap too.
That's right. You want to do your thing.
Nah, then I'll go ahead.
You just want to start it off? Let's Mike set it off.
Alright, whatever.
9-5 month. I got it set it off.
Freestyle.
Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Mike.
With a freestyle.
Let's go.
S.D.E. freestyle.
Got the cuts bag on deck in case you cuss.
But you thinking different still thinking about this money, I just make it different. Out here focused on success, try and make a difference. But still it'll leave you stretched like my limo business. I ain't scrap them, I just put them away. But if it's smoke, I can fight with fire, pull up and spray. Every day I pour double shots out of Henny bottles. But if it's problems, it's double shots out of the K. So I suggest you stay out of my way. Hit the bricks, fire. I have people looking for you out in the sticks. You risk your life from my wrist work. If you risk robbing me for what's around my neck or what I got on my wrist. I had to hit Dez like Ma. I heard hitters mention hitting me with shots. She like, nah, they trying to toast our success. Oh, them hitters trying to send us over shots. Whoa, I guess it's time to get it. And if we drinking in success, never mind the limit. I'm trained to go, the issue on be no. So your shorty let me borrow like Bambi Mo. I'm just speaking, oh no, it's all facts. A real hitter back then, the real hitter got her back. And she a real bitch for that. So anybody want to talk about it, hit my jack. Luxury.
Hey, I'm about to start about the phone up like it's crazy, like crowd going wild. Crowd going wild.
I slipped
Nah, yo, salute, man. At bars, yo, and on S.D.E, we would've told me it was trash. It's not trash. We would've told him it's buns, yo. We would've hit the part sounds like Charlemagne on Breakfast Club, all
That's
that.
001.
Yeah, he snapped on that, man. But yo, alright, what we was doing off air though, we was talking about last episode with Gino Rico.
Ayo, Camera 101. Camera 101.
Gino Rico, go ahead. Tell him what he did.
Listen,
Tell him the
we have a big argument going on because someone might have not said that Prodigy was better than Biggie, Christopher Wallace Smalls, or vice versa, however you want to say it.
That's why we wore these shirts today, man.
So we just gotta get the answers.
Explain yourself.
Alright, so those of you that
This
watched
is the
show,
Camera 101 mic, by the way.
Oh yeah,
It's not connected to nothing.
Those of you that watched the show last week or listened to the show, I said that Jay and Big both being in the top 5 was a wash. You know what I'm saying? Because part of being a rapper, you need longevity. And I'm sorry, but you gotta stay alive, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You gotta stay
You can't
alive.
get in the driveway?
Part of the rap game is staying
You
alive.
can't die.
Part of the rap game is staying, just like when you in the league.
You just got mad disrespectful.
When you in the league, listen. When you in the league, part of being a 50 greatest player, Tracy McGrady, Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, you gotta stay healthy.
They're Hall of Fame.
Okay?
They're Hall of Fame though. Bad example.
T-Mac, my man.
Thank you.
That bad example. T-Mac made the Hall of Fame.
So,
That's bad, yo. That's your second fit.
So,
Hey, boy, I know you getting yo. You gotta throw a stack.
I told you he was going to get in.
my point is you gotta stay alive.
Yep.
You gotta stay alive.
We about to get our rent paid up in here today.
Prodigy just passed. Rest in peace. Prodigy just passed. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
But
Hey.
at the end of the day, I feel like Prodigy, his body of work, his lyricism, all that.
Man, this I don't even know where to start.
Yo, Ray, what's your reaction to
I
that,
don't
man?
even know
You
where to
know what I mean?
start. Me for being.
And first of all, we are not counting the remixes album of Big. I know.
Nah, I don't count those neither. The
No
Born Again
remix albums, none of that.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
Name an album after Name an album better than Life After Death. Name an album better than Life After Death. Name one.
It's a great album, bro, but that's not gonna carry
Name one. That's
them
2 albums.
through time, though. That's not gonna carry them through time.
So really 3 albums.
There's a
Life
lot
After
of great
Death is
albums.
one that's gonna carry through time that's more than Biggie right now.
Life After Death is a
Influential.
double album, so that's actually 3 albums.
H&IC is better than Get Rich or Die Trying?
Are you playing? Are you not playing
Life After
HNIC? When was the last time you played Life After Death? When was the last time you played
Today.
HNIC? Come on, man. You on the other side of this
Today.
argument. Of course you're gonna say today.
All right. So, listen, Camera 101. All right, I'm kind of biased. Me being from Brooklyn, having family.
Because I play HNIC every week, bro.
But
It's in my
listen.
car every week.
All right, listen.
You know what I mean?
And Hold on. And me, I'm not even a big fan. I'm a whole fan. You cannot put Prodigy and Big in the same breath, in my opinion.
Okay.
You just can't do it.
Jay is already
Do it.
in that top 5, so I'm saying why is Big gonna take up another slot?
You know what I'm saying?
Open that up for someone else.
Jay uses half of Big's lines anyway.
That's a testament to Biggie. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
First of all, Jay, hold on. Hear me out, G. Hear me out, G.
But
You trying to make room for Prodigy, and he passed away too, though.
He just passed though.
Either way,
He just passed
he
though.
ain't here
His
right
body
now.
of
Well, what
his body
quality
of
music was he making before he passed?
Nothing. He wasn't doing nothing.
He was
He
making
wasn't
music.
making
He was
no
doing
hit
He
records.
was. He was
Hold on,
making music.
hold on.
What's the song?
Hold on.
What was making music?
What was the song called?
Now we gotta
He was in Vegas doing shows.
From a
Wasn't
business,
he was
around
in
music.
Vegas.
from a business
I
standpoint,
went
right?
to a couple before
So
that.
His music
The
don't
Locks-
got a positive, like don't even got a good
shouts to the
impact.
Locks, because the Locks was able to still put out quality music and circumvent things. Now I feel like with Mobb Deep, in a lot of ways they was silenced, because when you got a label dispute and when you got things going on, like it's like, what you gonna do? Put out music for free? Like you putting out quality music now? It's like Wayne right now.
Jay
Wayne
put
can only do
music out for free
mixtape.
for
Wayne
years.
can't. It's like if this persists and Wayne can't put out 5, then it's like you taking him out of a bracket.
I get-
I agree with you
on the point. I agree with you on the point.
For no reason,
But
not get compensated.
But
whatever. So
when 50 signed them, they really do much too. When 50 signed Mobb Deep, and he gave them the bag. He said, you can do whatever you want. He said, I got In the Scope under my belt. Do whatever you want. They came out with a ugh.
Yeah, they took a
And 50 said, nah, y'all lost set.
And that was
Y'all
Dave.
lost set.
That was Dave.
Say it again, yo, boy,
One thing I can say.
I like the album. I like the album. They came up with 50.
D Block, and Fab, the whole D Block, mainly Jada and Fab, are excellent at sticking to who they are.
Yeah.
Mobb Deep tried to be 50 Cent. They tried to like start trying to sound like,
Gino,
they tried to make it.
Yo, if you listen to that G Unit record, there was times when Prodigy tried to sound like 50 with his
They tried to make,
I put Bud out
hit records.
That's when they should have been Mobb Deep.
That's when they like they try to make songs for radio play. Like
That's what it is.
I did listen to it.
That's where D Block is like, nah, we ain't dealing with you. Puff trying to have us making this like pop music. We ain't doing that.
Hey, yo, but Mike,
Y'all forgetting how many losses the Locks took also. They had
That's what I'm saying.
They took mad
That's
losses.
because they took
mad losses.
They
too hustlers.
still put out
stuck to
quality
who they
music,
were.
too.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey,
My
look, right
beat-
now they eat
Prodigy wasn't being
Doing shows together.
Hey, yo.
that Survival of the Fizz Prodigy. Like Prodigy was trying to be like hit song Prodigy. Like he was trying to make radio music. Like
I like
not
that album.
radio
I like the
artist,
album they
though,
came out with on
just
G Unit Records. I like that album.
Yo, the
I mean,
production- the
numbers
production was tight.
wise,
Help me out, G.
yeah, maybe they didn't go platinum.
Nah,
but
production
they
wise,
had
it's
great-
personally
they
like
had-
every
Alright,
song
so
on it, up
maybe-
and down.
So
Every song, nobody likes every song on an album.
Maybe the
No one likes
question
every song.
that I
You know what I'm
posed,
saying? But
maybe the question I posed was the wrong question. Where I was like platinum back then and then platinum after, because at the time when that album dropped, I was
Everything
doing it
was going
myself.
digital.
Bear Share,
HNIC?
Napster, all that. That's when all that stuff.
Everything was going digital.
And so
Nobody was
now
going
it's starting to even back out because artists are finding a way to like capitalize off the
Count.
internet and whatnot. But at that time, you got shot in the leg. You couldn't walk no more
Thanks
because
to Fab.
you used to doing things one
Thanks to
way.
Fab
That
for that.
came in and you like, oh, like so my
mind was tearing
album,
my
it
computer
would
up.
sell,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
ain't
yo,
nobody buying it because they got other avenues to get it for free.
Alright, let me
So
tell
they
you.
was caught off guard.
Let me send the conversation back to what I was originally saying. It's like, yo, nobody's saying that Prodigy isn't a legend, isn't a great.
he's definitely
Yo,
a
on
legend.
top of that, Mobb Deep's second album, their first album. I know you ain't listened to Juvenile Hell. Like
Juvenile Hell, I was too young for that, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the Infamous album, that's one of the best albums ever put
I like
together.
the Infamous.
believe that.
And the Free Agent album was nice too.
Ever.
When they-
That's
when
one
they
of the
came out
best
the Free
albums
Agent
put
joint.
together ever. Temperature Rising, Shook Ones.
Top
That
to
was-
bottom.
that was- yeah.
Nah,
Yo,
Top to bottom, that album was fire.
some
back in the day, those were like party songs too. People think those are like hard, thugged out songs.
Nah,
just before
that's
we
your
listen to
average
them.
house party
Those were
song.
a party
You wasn't
song.
playing that on your
Well,
house party.
my thing is this, right? All right, to actually, you know what I mean, going to your argument there, all right, you shouldn't die, okay? No doubt. All right, Biggie died.
Disrespect.
Well, I think
My man
Biggie,
got shot in Cali. You ain't got a bulletproof car, you ain't got a vest on.
Maybe.
Nah, but the
I think
it was hot out there.
first off, we about to go,
It was hot out there.
tinfoil hat.
No,
I need my tinfoil hat.
The thing I never liked
It's
about
like
that.
not being friends.
I need my tinfoil hat.
Hey.
Camera 101. I ain't got no tinfoil hat. Next episode, I will have my tinfoil hat, and I'll be a regular
Here
thing.
we go. Don't do
I think Biggie and Tupac faked their death to begin with.
here we go.
Their beef. Hold on, hear me out. I'm not gonna get into detail.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into detail, but listen, hear me out.
He thinks they
What
live
I'm
in
saying.
Cuba.
Point. I'm gonna tell you why.
What I'm saying is this: their beef catapulted hip hop to be where it's at. Because what happened after they both passed? Hip hop
skyrocketed.
No, Hov
Listen,
skyrocketed.
No, Puff skyrocketed.
Nah, I think
He
that
knew
Puff
he
skyrocketed.
there might be some basis to that because if you know that you had issues, right? East Coast, West Coast, whatever. Now you gotta realize where Biggie died at?
He died in 97 in LA.
Hold on. Why the hell?
The same exact way
Why the
Tupac
hell-
died.
Let me hit it one more time. Why the hell did he announce and let niggas listen, plan killing me because I'm going back to Cali.
That's true.
Cali.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out there around between the 7th and 13th, you know.
It's like 504.
Hey, bro, he was on the radio stations out there.
Telling them like, yo, I'm going. You
Hey,
know,
yo.
like it's like he's letting them know. Like,
No,
listen,
I think that was
I'm
him.
gonna come
That's
out
him with
there.
his bravado. That's like Tekashi right
I'm
now.
gonna
I'm
come get
saying.
y'all gonna be ready. Y'all just hit me.
Like
I was
Tekashi,
knock that out.
Tekashi with all the no-fly zones. He's telling them, listen, I'm going there. You're saying I can't go there? I'm going.
But what happened? He should have stayed his ass.
And Tekashi is still going to these places, not getting touched.
Hey, yo,
I
hey,
don't know,
yo,
man.
camera
I don't
101,
know.
put it back on your boy.
Word.
Hey, yo, what I'm saying is like, yo, like I said, I think it did, but I think it's possible that they faked it there because they took hip hop to the next level. It crossed over. Like the biggest record
I got
was I'm missing you from Puff. I'm missing.
I got a question though, right?
I just say
Like,
that
you
that
thought-
bring the people out more than anything. That's all
Yo,
that happened.
Big so went diamond. Pop went diamond.
Diamond.
After they died. I'm just saying, like, yo, hey, hell,
Who's the next one to go
hip hop?
Who's
50.
Was it 50 or is it Eminem? Eminem was
no,
diamond.
It was 50. It's 50 now.
Eminem did.
No, Eminem.
No, Outkast did.
Yeah,
Outkast was
Oh,
diamond.
big up my man, Big Boy from Outkast.
Yo, but let me tell you
Okay,
right now,
now,
one
yeah.
thing that I have to throw out there, it just popped in my head. When it comes to everybody talking about top 5, whatever, West Coast and down south rappers are underrated lyrically and everything when it comes to those conversations. It always becomes an East Coast thing where it's like the top 5 East Coast rappers, but it's never
I think
like,
that's like
I'm
the
sorry,
style of
T.I.
rap,
got
It's a style
a
of
lot
rap.
of
T.I.
Wayne got a lot
Scarface,
of
hey,
Scarface.
hey, yo, Mike, let me ask
West
you
Coast
this.
rappers between Corrupt, Snoop, wow, like Snoop got a whole
Nipsey
different
dope. Nipsey album, dope.
God.
What you gotta realize with Snoop,
That's my
I'm
God.
talking without broadcasting it how Jay does and tell Snoop. In most of them sessions he went in, freestyled all that.
Yo.
Like, so when Snoop go gold and platinum, Snoop off
And Mike, you
the top
my bad, right?
freestyled that.
Hey, Mike, yo, and you're making a point. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. But like, alright, I'm the prototypical dude you just addressed right now. It's like, yo, guys don't have the West Coast dude. But this is my personal top 5. Touch my mic.
It's one of
Not
one.
mention
It's
not
one of
mention
one.
E40.
Nah, E40. No. My top.
I hate it.
Nah.
Scribble down.
Yo,
listening to him.
Hey, yo, big up my man Cordy C.
I ain't gonna
Yo, he said E40 sound like he rapping underwater.
Nah, but you gotta respect him because he said F around with me, I'll beat the brakes off that.
Yo.
Like he just killed it.
Nah, but yo, no. My original point.
Screaming like a porno star movie. Niggas know me.
Yo,
E4L.
I hate it.
How did it say life?
but yo, Mike. Alright, but now my original point was this,
I
right?
can't even
I'm
listen
the
to
I'm
them
the
turned off.
prototypical person you just talking about that don't include no West Coast rap in their top 5. This is my top 5, and tell me where I'm wrong.
Wrong.
I mean, you might say Biggie. Alright, I got Hov. I got no particular order. Jay, Nas, Big, Fab, Kiss. That's my personal 5. What West Coast do knocking them out? You can say Pop, knock out Big, even though Big is the GOAT. Goddamn it.
I would not.
That's
Big out.
That's a dog.
Does that count?
No, you say guys.
You trying to start a
guys.
Listen, now,
I feel like you
feel me
said
on
Who
this.
said they was going
Like,
nah?
I'm sorry.
Big out for
My
Pop
mother is
though.
offended.
No, you said you like Biggie.
Nah,
I don't like Biggie.
You said over here.
Give him an accusation bag,
Next
cause
time
you
you come to the bar, I got back.
Nobody said that. There ain't no basis.
I ain't got no money. Can I
Swipe?
swipe?
Call my
Hold
lawyer.
on. Swipe.
Call my lawyer. He put me on
Shit, let
trial
me
for
get one.
this.
Yo, ain't nothing there.
He just put me on trial.
My insurance card.
So then,
Call my lawyer.
so I got
I'm gonna
Hov
tell
at
you
number
right
1.
now.
That's
I'm
just
gonna
me.
tell you right now. Automatically, when you do that, right? You might as well throw Big. You might as well just say
Big and
Pac, Big L, and Pun. You might like automatic. You might as well just say that. Like, if that's what you're gonna do. Like
Yeah,
truth
you
be
left
told-
Pun out. I'm disappointed.
Truth
in
be
you.
told,
Nah, look, Pun.
I feel like
I'm
like,
not
I don't think
a
top
Nas
5.
fan.
You not
man.
putting Pun on.
I'm not a Nas
I
fan.
don't think top 5.
Nas don't crack my top 5.
I feel like
He just
you
don't.
have to.
That's just me.
Go listen, it was written.
No, we high five on
Hey,
it.
yo,
Yo, it was written.
I understand that.
What's it?
Nas
Yo,
don't
really?
crack my top 5.
Yo, where do you like? You really put Nas in
I don't.
top 5?
Nas do not crack my top
But
5.
top 5?
And I wouldn't
Hold
put
on.
Pac in my top
There's a
5
reason why you ain't listened to enough Pac. That could end the relationship. You might want to watch yourself.
We don't want nothing to do with that, man.
Hold up. Now, you got it. I can say that. Hold up.
He about to break up. We about to break up relationships over here, man.
One of their albums on my
commercial
phone.
break.
Add 1 to 1. Hold up, now Pete, give me 2 seconds. It's the reason why at award shows, right? They don't just say, all right, so who's the best record? Like, there's a reason why when it comes to movies, they don't say, okay, what's the best movie? Like, they go by categories. We can't blanket the hip hop industry and just say, yo, these are the best rappers. You got to do by these rappers lyrically, these rappers by sales, these rappers by this, because just to blanket an artist, you're gonna always leave yourself susceptible to somebody to take a shot at that.
Hey,
like,
another
okay,
ice and hammer went diamond. Souls ain't everything.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's not just based on sales. So when somebody, you're gonna have people that's always gonna think about the money. And the reason why I have to add that in there is because when people say to me like, yo, but they not making real hip hop, right? I'm looking like, okay, so you got both of us. You got dudes still like, would you go to work, right? Would you just go to work and say, yo, I'm at work, I'm not getting paid, I'm not getting compensated, but I'm keeping it real. I'm being real. Like at the end of the day, the only reason why
That's on your 5?
I'll get to mine, but the only reason why, you know what I'm saying, like people even start doing music or get into the industry is to make money. The reason why people hustle is to make money. People used to stand on the block hustling. So you would be an idiot right now to stand outside hustling and being like, yeah, I ain't making no money, I'm mad hot, I'm gonna go down, but I'm keeping it real. It's the real way you do it. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you're doing it to make money. If you can't evolve with the way the industry goes and still be successful at it,
so who's your 5?
See you as
who's your 5?
Yeah, Mike, all this told, let's go, man. What you got? Put him on the spot.
I don't think it could be limited to 5. I think that's where we mess up.
Whatever we gotta do here now.
So if you like that,
we gotta do on S.D.E.
If somebody said Mike,
we gotta put that heat on you.
make a Rushmore.
I don't see how it's S.D.E. and you not mentioning Kim in none of these.
I don't think.
I don't care if got a body of work
S.D.E.
like that.
I don't see how you not mentioning.
I don't think Kim got a
I
body
don't
of
think
work.
Cam around top 5. Big up to Cam for letting us bite his line. Cam ain't top 5, man.
Cam not top 5.
Alright, maybe
His body of work ain't there.
I ain't never heard of my.
Yo, Cam is dope. Cam is dope. Old Cam, fat Cam,
Old Kim was
skinny Cam.
Yeah, but get into this conversation though. Get into this conversation though.
Rule.
Cam actually had platinum hits.
Dead or alive.
Cam had platinum hits.
Dead or alive.
Before when Big and Pac was relevant, and after though.
Not before Biggie. Biggie signed Cameron.
Yeah.
Biggie signed Cameron to Undies.
Yeah.
I do the knowledge. Like Cameron would have won.
So when did that?
Hey yo, I am
Overlay.
the all-seeing, all-knowing hip-hop historian.
When did S.D.E. S.D.E. came out? He used Big's voice in S.D.E.
No. That's what I'm saying.
97.
Undies. Yo, Mike, you heard Undies? You heard Undies? That's the one Jay-Z stabbed for Charlie Baltimore. Like yo, yeah.
We know.
Yo, what I'm saying
You
is,
think you a little cool?
Big.
We whatnot.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Talk some talk.
Somebody
Big Cam.
I don't want to fight nobody, man. Yo, man, I'll be out of breath walking upstairs, man. I won't fight nobody. I don't know. When the adrenaline going, man, I might catch you with a hook. You might go down, you might not. Who knows? I'm just saying, if I like throw the knuckle out and bang, I got shit on camera. What I'm saying, catch me in your
That's all he
temple.
got. Hey yo, if it don't, listen, Cameron 101. If it don't work, he's saying sorry. He's going.
Sorry.
My bad, yo. You know what?
No, come on, that move is the headlock. Cause I got like midget arms, but it's mad compacted muscle.
You got a lot of wrapping around.
Hey, yo, if y'all heard the story to tell, yo, me and Gino Rico, we had 2 editions of story to tell where we told some crazy stories. I told how somebody busted the room when I just finished knocking down a chick I just met, and I had to fight for my life. Butt naked. And I was able to pull some drawers on at some point, and I put them in the chokehold.
I can say that Biggie is the only artist who actually told that story. Biggie actually told that exact story. He told that exact story. He told it about you. That's why you like Big.
Let me play that beat.
That's why you like Big so much. It makes sense, man.
I gotta find it. We might play it. Nah, it's too
long.
long.
It makes sense. Big made the song about a story that happened with you.
Okay.
And then so now you love him for the rest of your life.
Big also told about a story about how he pooped on a bitch.
Stomach.
That was crazy.
He said so after
He did take a Richard Pryor line.
He be
I'm
wild.
gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, you be my B word.
He the only person that could
You look so good.
that
I
could
suck
say
on
that.
my.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, right
Biggie's
there,
the wild out,
you know what? This is done. This conversation is done. Biggie's the best rapper ever in history. Because you cannot tell me any other artist who can say that and
Let's go.
be respected and put in the top 5.
You're like, hold on,
That's it. That's
there's
how
also
you
no
know.
Instagram or Twitter or nothing like that.
Who can say that?
Yeah, that
especially back then.
Yo, I cringe when I hear that now.
Listen,
Hey, yo,
the industry still is so homophobic. The industry, and back then, that was the fact that he could say that and still even be in the category. He's the best.
Hey, Mike. Hey, yo, and this is the
Pac
perfect
really got away with wearing
Hey, yo, Pac did some plausible stuff too when he was like in the bathtub with no water in it and wearing a whole bunch of chains. But yo, we gonna get into Dave East talk to Big, and then we gonna get into Big. The record you talking about, me and my B word. Oh no, we can say bitch. Me and my bitch. Still 929. Let's go Dave East first. Let's go.
I'm feeling like I ain't took a nap in weeks. I'm up, couple thousand tuck, writing back the G. I'm stuck, diamonds in the cut, make an actress speak. Sports, drugs, and entertainment, think I'm Master P.
It's 92.9 WDP. You are now listening to the
Luxury
late night
hour.
version of the S.D.E. where we got all low our voice, but we still
placement.
talk that same BS. And yes, product placement. We got our own Lysol spray right here.
That's Glade.
Lysol spray.
That's
We
my
don't even got the pack burn. That's Glade.
It's Glade. For all those people that don't know.
It's Glade 929 version right there. But yo,
929.
but yo,
My bad.
hey yo, Mike, man, I'll let you take the floor, man. Let's talk about famous Frank Lowe, man. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that real quick, man.
Just, for those that don't know, they need to find out. And you know what I'm saying? You find out by going on Instagram, going at the famous New London. Like they got.
Yo, not to cut you off, Mike, but like that's your like after our voice, man. Can you kind of like just that low?
Nah, they got a pop-up show the 23rd at Oasis Pub right next door to Bank at 12. So stop in, get something to eat, get something to drink, and then boogie on over to the pop-up show.
Friday the 23rd.
Yeah, grab yourself something and then come back on over and finish the night with us. Or get a drink at Oasis. That's family over there. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Well, like what Lowe is doing, like not only on the DJ avenue, you know what I'm saying, which ties in with the entertainment, but he got a dope thing going with his clothes. I'm talking hats,
Official.
jackets,
I've been rocking
hoodies.
it for 2 years long now,
Like
man.
you never gonna be
Support your local
disappointed.
businesses, man.
Man, you never gonna be
Famous.
disappointed.
Fact, though.
Straight up. Like, as a matter of fact, I got some of it on right now. I got the hat, I got the jacket. Like,
There you go.
yeah. Like you all gonna be famous.
That's hot.
Hey, yo, and any of y'all women's out there, go down to Le Cafe Bank tonight. Your boy is gonna be down there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fresh off the leash. I ain't
at
single,
Look at
and I got the Uzi out.
Look at
Alright.
Don't
Me
don't
Uzi
be
me
in
and I'm
that
trying to holler at something. I know it's the whole Me Too campaign, and I'm very respectful. I got bars, woman, and you might fall for my channel tonight. Oh, what the hell?
Did they drop a bomb?
It's a great thing.
It's not negative. It's a great thing.
Yo, you gotta flex
Hey, yo, Camera 101. Someone just dropped a bomb. We don't know who dropped it.
Hey, yo, we gotta call the CIA for that, man.
That might be your ex. She might have been like,
Jackie was like, boom.
Who that? Nah, man, I'm that job. Nah, man.
yeah, back to Lowe, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you come through the Cafe La Bank, I'll buy you your first thing from him on me because I want everybody to have it and scream at it. But the first, I'm telling you, like the first 2-3 people I got you. Like I'm dead serious. I want people to, you know what I'm saying, to know. Like it's not even just how it look, it's how it feel. He made quality, quality thing. I'm talking about his polos, quality.
Y'all listen to the rap songs. Y'all want to spend 2,000 on your jeans. You know, buy all that polo.
Support your local.
Ain't number $15, $20 a man putting in hard work. He's stumping the ground.
And repping for the city hard.
Every
London
day.
We gotta get some famous gear, man.
That's a
Repping
fact.
for the city hard.
Shout out Frank Lowe.
I'm gonna come drop some things off for y'all, man.
Hell yeah.
I need famous and Supreme. Yo, why is Supreme such a big deal? I'm not cool. So why is like a little red strip with Supreme on it so cool now?
What is that?
It's about who's making it.
Who's Hyper Beast?
Who is it?
Hyper Beast, whatever.
Yeah. There you go.
I think somebody need to like
Hype
school
Beast?
me.
Yeah.
Nah, like do you see like a lot of people wearing like clothing and apparel that just has like a little red strip?
Yeah, Odell wears it a lot. And who else?
Why is that so cool? I don't know.
You ever read Thrasher magazine?
Nah, I haven't.
Oh, see, get your life together. See, you a guru, but you ain't a guru online.
And you gotta school me, boy.
I'm a little skateboarder type of guy, a little bit.
Yo, boy, you never skateboarded.
I swear to God, I skateboarded.
Yo, I used to be a campground flip. Yo, boy, yo, came up.
Where the mic? Where the mic? Camera 1 of 1. On your boy, and I'm standing up on this. Little do a lot of people know, and I'm aging myself. Facts. I used to be boy void camp counselor at like Nathan Hale or one of them camps. One of them joints. I worked for the rec department and got paid a nice, cool $60 a week. Now I mean, watch people like Boy Roy. I forgot my original point. Damn. Oh yeah, you never been skateboarding. That's what I meant.
I used to skateboard down there.
You're lying.
Halfway back. I stole a bike.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Yo, what did you do with your skateboard? Because back in the day, people used to steal bikes. You ain't chained up your skateboard.
I brought it in the basement. My mom owned that house. I can't all of that. I was good at
it. Yo, shouts to Hive Skate Shop too. Matter of fact, but because even if you don't skate, right, they got snowboarding equipment in there, everything. Like, extend the things you do, man. Go try something.
Yo,
like,
I wanted
but either way,
I think I'm too tall for it.
Nah, you're not tall. Nah, you go ahead down.
No, that's your sled right there.
In my head, I'm too tall.
Go ahead down the Hive. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna. They got people down there that'll show you some things. You know what I'm saying?
I want to be like, yo, I want to the aspect.
The gear is dope.
Colorado.
The last time we went there, Legends Smoke Shop.
New Hampshire.
Oh, I want to go there.
Legends Smoke Shop. Plug for them too out in Westerly.
Shout out Legends.
Lit, what up, boy?
They had a event there with Swavsky and we won a raffle thing. She actually wanted the longboard from there.
Suave.
But either way,
yeah,
in Hive, the skate shop right down the street, State Street. But they got shouts. Now I'm plugging everybody, man. Legends, man. It's a
y'all gotta cut the check, man. Hey yo, the whole new money cut the check.
Support your local.
Come here and cut the check.
It's the NL thing.
Support all businesses NL, man.
Okay. All right, that's one.
Especially when they got hot apparel and things going on there, bro. Like, we gotta do is pop in.
Hey yo, my girl's not even from here. We passed by and she was like, they got hot hoodies in there. And I'm like, what you know about that? I never even been in there.
Yeah, all you gotta do is pop up because they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it like this, man. It's the same thing with Cafe La Bank, Bank at 12. It used to be, you know, like it had its own reputation. Man, judge us for who we are. Stop it. You can't say nothing good or bad about us.
Boy, I'll buy you.
I won't even expect somebody saying something good. Like, yeah, that place is dope. And if I know they never been, pop in, bro. Like, form your own opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But let it be your own opinion. Don't let it be something that you heard or whatever. So pop in the Hive, pop in the Legend Smoke Shop, even if you don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's
they got a whole bunch of cool stuff
you gonna like. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like, tune in to 929. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen for an hour, 2 hours, and then become either a fan or say, you know what, I don't like that. I'm going back over and listen to this. But either way, like, check it out.
No, I also want to say, talk about the limo service, because I think that's dope, and I think that a lot of people need to understand that they don't need to go outside of what's going on, because that's a dope thing to have. And I think and I've always said that, even before I knew it was y'all doing it, I was always said, yo, that's smart.
Hey, Mike,
that's smart. And I think people need to talk about that too.
Hey, yo, Mike, before you answer that, talk about the experience running your first ad. You doing a collabo, and I want to negotiate something live on air. Like, yo, we run an ad after every song, literally every song. Can we get a free bus pass on my birthday? April 13th.
I'm gonna keep it a
I ain't mean bus pass, I mean limo pass. I mean limo pass.
He said he wanted a Metro card.
I'm drunk talk.
Without even having to run an ad, that's you like.
My birthday April 13th, man.
We give away, put the word. You know how many people call us and put trips like, oh, I heard about y'all on the radio.
No, I thought that was a smart move. And I think people need to take more advantage of it.
Hey, yo, Mike, I'm joking, but not.
Sing the song and never
that would be our pleasure, bro. Like, not for nothing, we never. These three owners right here, we don't never make a decision without each other. Like, but my family respect me. So if I feel like something should be that way, it's most likely gonna pop. Vice versa. Roy feel like, yo, this is what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. We don't undercut each other. We don't go around. Like, it's a scheduling thing. As long as nobody's booked already,
just to make sure we on the same page, not to just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's one thing, man. Like, man, get your squad.
No, I thought that was a dope idea.
That's the only thing that does it. The only reason why that idea happened, like, is because the idea came out Patron and champagne.
I wouldn't even lie to you.
Patron and
This is my
champagne.
bitch right here. She make a lot of shit happen in my life, son.
And it make a lot of sense. A lot of niggas boss, man, he owes $1.
Take the fun.
That's why
It was rose, mimosas, and tequila.
$3-4 in the morning.
Our parties ain't start till 2:45 every
No, I
every
thought
night.
that's dope, man.
Listen,
After I was leaving,
we shot the idea.
the old wine now, it's the bank now, though.
Different
Every
things,
night
right?
after
That's
this,
ours now.
They
we
shot
go to the
down every
spot.
idea. They both shot down every idea. Like, nah, we're not doing it.
Yo, I got you
Like, nah,
this.
we're not doing it.
Yo,
That
I
idea
got.
came about,
Oh,
and
my bad,
it just was like, we ain't know nothing about that.
It's a hard business. It's highly regulated by the federal government. It's highly regulated
Like, I want to
by
ask
the
you this.
state.
It's like, what inspires you guys to take the initiative to take down an institution? Like, why not? It's like, yo, we
can
gonna own
handle
that
it.
thing.
Just
I don't know no
Like,
ones
they
that
see-
can handle it.
I'm gonna tell you right
No,
now.
but seriously, like, yo,
Like,
what made
not
y'all
nothing,
shoot that?
like,
Cause I was actually shocked before you go on. I was actually surprised, cause like, why not? It's like, you know what I mean? Always had a good crowd. So when I heard that was under new management, before I even knew it was you guys, I was like, wow. I mean, it's already popping, but you guys kind of like leveled it up a little bit, and you know, let's talk about the thought process on that real quick. Wow.
Like,
Dateline questions.
this is what happened. So the opportunity was on the table for like 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
take
For like
the
3
mic down
years.
when you
But
work.
you know what I'm saying? Nobody really jumped on it because, like, as is known as straight facts, like, there were a lot of problems, you know what I'm saying, that were quote unquote like either that came to a head there or that kind of started there and rolled over elsewhere. But there was a lot of bad. So basically, it's like it was a pit bulls look cute when they puppies. When they grow up,
so
you
cute.
got to be a different kind of person to handle that. You know what I'm saying? And so it was brought to my attention.
Hey, yo, that's kind of bars, yo.
It's like both of them at the same time kind of put it on the table, like for different reasons. They was like, yo, it's a good move. You know what I'm saying? Des was like, yo, it's a good move, XYZ. Roy, like, same day was like, yo, it's a good move, XYZ. I'm like, whatever y'all say, we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So we jumped at it, but truth be told, like, not to even like
It's
take
an
a
almost
shot.
impossible process.
Yes, but
You know
not
what
to
I'm
take a
saying?
shot
Like-
at anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody, especially when you, like, you know what I'm saying, you start a business, try to do something, like, it's not all easy, like, there's a lot that goes on. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, it was basically like the people who wanted to sell it at the end of the day, afterwards, I think that they might have kind of got cold feet, like, we don't, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they see where we're gonna take it. Not for nothing, I look at it like this. There's other businesses around here that make money off of minorities. You know what I'm saying? Not too many of those businesses are owned by minorities. And it's crazy that, like, people will, you know what I'm saying, like, kind of have negative to say about a place that, like, or even a thing that, like, is for the people, by the people. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, like, showing this the same love for that place, though, like, that gets lost somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's lit to have this as a radio station in our own city. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I'm in my car, if I'm not, you know what I'm saying, plugged in playing music
That's
off my
all
phone,
I'm listening to.
like, how this dude said it? What I look like drinking this when Puff got Ciroc? Like, what I look like listening to 93.7 when
Mike
y'all
Mike got 929. Hey, hard though. You know what I mean?
It's the same,
Living on
it's
principles.
the same type of thing. Like, what do anybody look like going to, like, any rapper, anything? I ain't shooting shots at nobody. I'm a grown up. We can talk face to face, but any person who looks at it like, yo, I'm real, I'm street, I'm this, like, my nigga, if you ain't spending your dollars where we at, if you ain't coming in pop, like, you can't be hood or real if you ain't coming showing love where we at, because our spot is the only hood spot, quote unquote.
I got the block, man.
In the sense, though, if you ain't popping in there showing love, then you might, like.
And I gotta say, as much as I cut you off, Mike, I like, yo, first off, like, yo, camera 101. I gotta talk my phone first. I saw that. And talking Mike that ain't even connected to nothing, but he got the mic flag on. Like, I gotta salute you guys for one. It's like, yo, yes, you guys have become the hub where everybody goes to on a Friday, Saturday night, even the off nights, like, you know what I mean, during the week or whatever.
Taco Tuesday, plug it, it's popping.
This is your opportunity.
Nachos
too, they real.
This is an opportunity.
Taco Tuesday, everybody's favorite.
Y'all got week Wednesday? Because Wednesday. Yo, what y'all got Wednesday?
Yo, we gonna do that week Wednesday.
We need to talk about
shout.
when I go back.
Alright, but now what I'm getting at, because, like,
We unofficially been voted the best.
I'm about to go there right after here. I'm following y'all down there after this. I'm drunk. I don't want to go home yet. What I'm saying is,
he's off the leash.
We designatedly driving you there.
Yeah. Hey, yo, I ain't even gotta drive me down there. I'll just stumble walk down there. I'm not driving. I'm gonna walk with you. What I'm saying, I'll do the stumble walk look like a Millie Rocket. What I'm saying is like, yo. What I'm saying is like, yo, you guys are an establishment that has one way in, one way out. There's no disturbances. I gotta salute that because, like, God forbid, anything pop off, whatever. Where do you go? The bathroom? Underneath the toilet? I don't know.
You know who does that? Our kids. We got pictures of our kids up, and I tell everybody, bro, like, I don't knock on nobody, get their money. I don't condemn nobody for what they doing. They surviving. At the end of the day, like, I am not going home telling my niece, my kids, nobody that because somebody else couldn't control themselves, we don't have a way to pay for their college. Like, if my kids need an operation, like, this is bigger than anything else, bro. Like, you look at other people who, like, have a stepping stone and they, like, their parents put them in a good position to do things. Like, we trying to do that, bro. And not just us. Like, hashtag True Luxuries outreaches to so many kids in New London, to the communities. Like, I'm talking things that we done got awards for that we don't even aspire for awards for. Like, that's a real thing that happens. Like, us staying in business does a lot, bro. I would never see the station go belly up. Don't let me have the bread for it. You getting another tower. You getting this, like, and I know they feel the same way. Like, that's never gonna happen. So at the end of the day, like, that's the reason why when it's 2 seconds on the clock, they throw that ball to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Because Kobe gonna give you the best chance at winning. Indeed, like, if you coming down spending your bread with luxury family, if you spending your bread at Bank at 12, you spending your bread with Luxury League Travel, trust and believe me, that is the best way to make sure that anything, I'm talking if you want your kids to play right, we'll be the people doing that. Like, go ahead and spend your bread elsewhere. Like, they not putting back in the community. They not showing the same love to the community. They won't, you couldn't even ask them fix your face to say nothing to them. And it's all love.
Can
like,
you sponsor,
spend your bread wherever you
donate?
want. But you should probably look and say, all right, so where's this going? Like, yeah, I'm coming, I'm having a good time, I'm supporting this business, but at the end of the day, if they're not supporting you back in any way, just analyze that. You know what I'm saying? And see where it's going. Analyze that, because people could say whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel however you want, but at the end of the day, if you real, if you sow this, sow that, two things you would do. You would support your people, two, you would respect your people. So at the end of the day, when we was shut down, when we was going through our whole, you know, like, relaunch, a lot of people was telling us, yo, there's nothing to do downtown, there's nowhere to go, da-da-da-da. Understand that, because somebody's stupid actions, something happens to our businesses, where's your spot at? Where's home? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's home? Like, where you going? Like, and you can complain that there's nothing to do in this town when there was something to do, you disrespected it. Like, don't disrespect it. Bro, I feed my kids off that. You know what I'm saying? My nieces get fed off that. Like, don't disrespect our home, bro, because that's what it is. Like, it's the same thing. Somebody come to our city, this our home. We here right now, we about to help clean up when we walk out. Why? Because this our home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you don't look at it that way, you don't deserve to. Was that Cuervo mix? If you don't look at it that way, then truth be told, don't even come support us. Because if you can't be respectful, we don't even want you here. Like, not for nothing. Like, if I'm gonna come inside here, you know what I'm saying, knocking stuff over, like disrespecting your place, don't invite me again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do get you saying. If you think that you're bigger than your city and stuff starts going shaky, don't come back to your city trying to get it.
Hey yo, and then support your local businesses, man. And they'll stand up, man. Buy back the block. That's what we trying to do, man.
And the thing is like, yo, to piggyback on what Mike was saying, this thing is, man, it's like, yo, we come from the bottom, man.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And I forgot my original goddamn.
We come from the bottom. That's your point.
We came from the mud. We came from the clay.
And we still here.
Yo, nah, but what I'm saying though is like, yo, again, what y'all implemented is like the wine, like you're at the airport. Needed that, but like, it's just when there's a good atmosphere, and I'm lowering my voice because at the hours right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm lowering my voice. This is young Mitch Ill after hour right now. And what I'm saying is like,
the notorious MIT.
What I'm saying is, first off, anybody who's listening, call me an Uber right now. You know what I'm saying? Take it out there. Take it off my PayPal, man. No, give me the mic back, goddammit. Give me the mic back. I'm gonna close it out right. No, what I'm saying
I thought I was
is,
closing it with
not like
bars.
How's that?
you got some more boys, man?
I ain't feel like I did justice
Okay.
before.
Let's go.
Okay, then you gonna freestyle to that
I
Fergie
can
beat.
throw any beat. I'll do that.
Fergie beat.
I'll do that. Throw something hard on.
Yo, what I want to say though, not like I kind of lost my whole train of thought, but what I'm saying is just like, yo, when you go to other communities, whatever, the Arabs, and don't you dare say Arabs. It's the new era, politically correct. So say Arabs. Like, yo, they own every gas station and chicken spot ever. And on top of that, you know what I mean, the Chinese people, they have major establishments in black communities. It's about time that black people own black businesses and black communities. And Ray, you over there laughing. Ray, you about to get kicked off the G League. You read your 10-day contract. Yo, you gonna have to go back to the D League.
Listen, my name already on the shit
got cut already?
Huh?
You gotta
Back.
No, he always says that.
We had a conversation this summer and was like extremely poignant to everything that we do in our life and our beliefs and everything. And it was like, I mentioned you got to put the unity back in the community, and I think that is solid in everything.
We got a movement. That's a hashtag.
Buy back the block.
Like,
Putting the unity back in community.
Everything that we do should be for us. You know what I mean? Like, keep that, keep everything between us, because our dollar leaves faster than anything. And if we could get our own local city popping, like, it starts at the bottom, and our local everything is where it matters. Even down to our local politics. Shout out Chris Soto. You know what I mean? Like, he's an amazing shout out to Officer Nolan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's a big member in the community.
Big people in our life right now.
That's where it starts at. Those are the people that make the decisions. They're the ones that go. Oh man.
And I got a major question for you all. I got a major question for you all.
Shouts to my manager and bartender Vika. What up, though?
I know. Shout out
Big
V.
12. Shouts to Katrina.
Shout out
to Willie, man. It's a team that does
all our great DJs that keep it lit.
Man.
How we keep it safe. My security is amazing.
Shouts to them.
Shout out to them.
But I want to ask you guys a question. We talk about empowerment in our communities. Name one black, white, Spanish person that worked at First Block.
First one.
In New York, you
A Chinese food spot.
In New York, you see it.
Name one person. I think, yo, Kevin would have won on me. I think there's an injustice going on in our communities where you go to any Chinese food spot, there's nothing but Chinese people. My sister applied for a job to be a cash register person, a cashier.
Shout out to.
Shout out to.
What up, Tim?
They turned around, they asked her, like, yo, do you speak Chinese? And she was like, no. That is discrimination.
Yeah.
If it was vice versa,
because they grabbing
I want to see.
They grabbing that black dollar everywhere.
More white people working cash registers at Chinese spots in New London.
Never not happen.
And that's what's crazy. Now, peep this.
I want to see that now.
Ain't nobody tomorrow gonna stop buying Chinese food though. But I'm talking.
That chicken is big.
For any reason, they will find a reason to not listen to 929, to not buy famous clothing, to not come to bank at 12. For any reason, but we'll go to anybody who's exploiting your money.
I want mulattoes at Chinese
you to profit off you, and who's like basically putting up a wall that you can't see nothing back from what they doing. They just grabbing your dollar and going this way. I don't see no first walk, nothing, banners up that they donated to help fund this basketball league or nothing. I don't see none of that. I'm telling you right now, you see Luxury Family, you see 929, you see 929 up there, you see Luxury Family up there, you see and not for nothing, we don't treat it like one. We do personal donations, we donate from the limo service, and we donate from the bar. It ain't like, oh, it's just us, so we're gonna do one donation. Nah, they two separate entities, and we do that, and then we still personally do our own thing, right? Like, and it ain't not for nothing. It's not really saying like, oh yeah, give us credit for that. It's basically saying like the truth. You can speak it because it's facts. Yeah, and that's facts. Like that's what we do. But one thing I don't see, if you do not see a place that you spending your dollar when you go to your kids' little league game, or when you go to your kids' basketball game, if you don't see places that you spending your money supporting that, you shouldn't be spending your money there. Probably. You should analyze that. You should just analyze that. Now I ain't saying that they're guilty.
But
that's
suspicious.
They look suspicious.
Yeah.
Especially in a town.
You got something to watch.
London.
Yeah,
Right. Where everybody knows everybody.
It's not tough to support locally when London is only
We have so many
7 miles
gems
long.
here. We have so many
It's so
gems.
big.
There's so many gas
You should be
stations.
able
Yo, and this is a great,
where you buy your backwood.
city. Pay attention to it. Where you buy your backwood. Where you go and you go grab a burger. Where you do everything. Pay attention to that.
It's a
like,
great
honestly,
city,
because
bro.
truth be told, the worst thing you can do is have power and not exercise it, bro.
Indeed.
And there's nothing but power. Like seriously, like you want business opportunities?
Or the worst thing is to not even
Shut
know your
down
own
these
power.
businesses
That's why
that
we're
ain't
not
giving
doing
back to you and shit, giving you opportunity. And I guarantee you know how many restaurants would be black owned? Everyone that we start spending money at, when they shut down, we gonna get that lease ASAP and go ahead and move in.
Thank you.
No
Yeah, but we
problem.
tell them buy
You know what I'm
back
saying?
the block.
But truth be told, you're never gonna do that if you're not paying attention to the fact that you are making these people
It's empty.
rich.
Give me.
It's not wasting
Give me.
stuff.
Making these people
Product
rich.
waste.
Give me that.
And they ain't
And they
giving,
ain't
and
giving
they
back.
can't even, and they can't even look at you and say, you know what? Here's some jerseys for
Right
your kids
here.
to play basketball. Help keep you guys out of trouble. Not even understanding that by
Oh, they
supporting
Quavo.
that,
They
you keeping
Flamingos.
you
Product
actually
waste.
protecting yourself because those kids who playing basketball, it's a less chance that they're gonna end up coming in and trying to rob your spot. Or trying to do
Exactly.
something to you.
Quavo.
That's what's gonna happen. Like
That's what keeps them
that's gonna
focused,
keep
man.
them
Not
focused.
for nothing,
And
but
you
it
not even
inspires
seeing
them because it's relatable. So they feel like this is something that they can accomplish. They can be business owners. They can be successful. They, you know,
Malcolm
they,
X.
it's attainable.
If I can do it,
It's something
listen.
that they can.
And y'all
they can
can't
get
put it
their
all
hands
on
around.
929. Y'all
Everybody
can't
out
say,
here
yo,
can
Chris
do it,
Gunn,
man.
you supposed to do this and do that. Y'all can do
Exactly.
it
They
yourself.
look at him like I can
Just
make it to the
buy.
NBA. I can start my own radio station. I can be an artist. I
paying
can do
attention
this.
where
I
you
can,
spend
you
your
know,
money.
it's possible.
Hey, yo.
It inspires kids.
And Lourdes, Mike, Boy Roy, thank you for you guys being here.
Thank you.
and y'all
Thank you for
work.
having us.
Wow, thank you for coming,
Thanks
man.
out, thanks to Quavo for Migos being out here.
I don't even know Quavo.
Thanks for
But yo,
Why we had to
Eddie.
threaten you to get up in
Hey
here?
yo, cut
huh?
the check.
Yeah, threaten me.
They cut the check.
They never
I know,
want us to
I-
come on the radio.
Nah, man, you ain't never threatened me.
Patrol.
They
Yo,
never
we
let
want
us come on the radio.
We want to talk to Enrique X right here, Malcolm
Oh.
X's son, from
What's up,
Enrique X, man. We'll see what you got to say.
Enrique Equis.
X,
Uh-huh.
the most, the least interesting man in the world. Talk to the people.
Stay classy in London.
That's all you got?
I like that.
Stay classy.
Stay classy, New London.
Nah. Kevin would
Buy
have won.
back the block.
Kevin would have won. Kevin would have won.
Push your local
Hashtag
businesses.
We paid this man a lot of money.
Bank at 12.
We paid this man a lot of money
Check us
to say
out.
something deeper than that.
If you the person who keeps stealing the tissue out of the girl's bathroom out of our spot, stop doing
Come on,
it.
man.
Don't steal our tissue,
Hold on,
man.
who's
Have a little class.
Have a little class. That's there to wipe your.
tissue?
Ass. Is that
who's
fair?
stealing tissue,
Right?
man?
Oh,
We've been
no.
waiting to address
Yeah,
this issue.
Oh yeah, let me have
Somebody been stealing our goddamn tissue.
They've been stealing
it.
all
Boy, don't get emotional.
This is a public
Boy,
service
boy.
I
announcement.
can only see
I'm a changed man. I'm a
It's a public service announcement.
Listen, income tax is out. Buy your own tissue, man.
Yo, you know what you should do with your little income tax when you get your check? You come drop them
Buy
three
some wet
rolls
wet.
off that you stole every week.
Word.
Like, yo, put that shit
Hey,
back.
listen.
Hey, yo,
back
boy,
into the
that
computer.
means-
Yo, this
You
is
know what I'm
perfect.
saying? Back into the
Yo,
drawer.
bring 'em
Baby,
back
that's
too
loud.
quiet,
That's
too,
all the
man.
baby.
Hey, yo,
Shouts to Trina Oz, man. Shouts to her, man.
this is, yo, she our neighbor
Trina,
here
that's
too.
dope.
Hey, yo, this is the perfect opportunity for my man, Boy Roy. I used to be like responsible for his well-being, counsel, camp counselor.
He never gonna let that go.
Like, yo, Boy Roy might not be here if I wasn't the responsible one around. And they did.
If it wasn't
like
for
what
me,
I'm saying. If it wasn't for
He
me,
wouldn't be who he was.
if I keep all the dark influence away from him, I don't know what he became. He might have been in the gutter. But Boy Roy emerged from it all, and in
That was
his
like-
Hall of Fame acceptance speech, he better thank me, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Boy Roy, man. And like, yo, you was doing this while everybody was talking. You got emotional, man. Like, yo, you was like, you almost shed a tear talking about toilet paper at y'all establishment. So, yo, act,
Stealing from us. and shit.
hey yo, man, tell people how much it hurt. Hey yo, really sell it like it's like one of them ACSPSCA dogs that's like getting adopted. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
I hate those commercials.
Don't play to me. Hold on. I'm gonna cue it up. Yo, talk while I cue it up before we put Boy Roy on the spot. Before we put Boy
No,
Roy
they
on the
really,
spot.
but they
I
could
can't
though.
stand
They
those
about to get
You
those
too
checks. They
can
can just
prevent-
bring us those little
People
dollar
really
rolls back.
steal toilet tissue?
You too can prevent dirty ass.
Oh my god.
But not
No,
stealing.
maybe because their hands, maybe
Boy,
their
boy.
hands is
Like,
like.
how you know why
They
they
went through like
paper
5
towels?
rolls in a matter of 30
They
minutes.
throw paper towels in the toilet.
put extra
Like there's
ones
a
that
garbage
came in.
clearly right here.
Please be
Get it
nice.
again.
All right.
Respect
Towels.
us.
All right.
Talk about it, man.
Oh, turn it up. Come on.
Let it build up. Let it build up.
Let it build up.
Talk about. Go ahead.
Talk about toilet paper. Why not? Bank at the 12.
Bank at 12.
Excuse me.
Why not?
That's a curse.
I
Hashtag
apologize.
that shit.
Yes, that's like. Yo, you ain't even got paid. You ain't even got paid. That's my bad. I'll pay you.
Please stop stealing our shit. Bag.
Yeah, you gotta. That's
We got love for the town.
You could have just talked.
And y'all wanna go people put shit on the ground.
Stop cussing.
That's $2.
That's like $3.
I quit.
No, you gotta wait till she said over the age. You still gotta go. That's contractually bond.
No, get back to your community,
Yo.
man. Get back to toilet paper, back to the bank
I'm
at
just
12.
picturing a dog with one ear right now.
If you bag shit that night, the shit don't smell Charmin fresh, blame the girl who stole the shit.
Oh, there you go.
So you're trying to
Why
say,
were you choking?
I am.
Wait, what? Pause.
Yeah, pause
My
that.
throat.
This is when you fall asleep with the TV on, you wake up, like, what is this show?
Easy on the dome, one eye, maybe all shivering.
Word.
Really got boy Roy singing on 929 right now. Go ahead.
I toilet paper. Please. We work hard. B can do too. Shit.
Shout out to V.
That's $4.
That's $4.
Some of that shit. I don't even care no more. Stop stealing.
You gotta put my whole check.
Hold up, before we go, I gotta do this.
Oh, you gonna jump in?
Nah, I gotta do this.
Oh, I think you go right to this?
Shouts.
Oh,
Freestyle this.
All right.
Shouts to Keanu, shouts to Harmony, shouts to Alicia,
Facts.
shouts to Naomi, shouts to
Yo,
Trey,
throw that whole
shouts to
wallet.
Riley, shouts to Ace.
The whole stack in there,
Shouts to
boy.
our kids.
Shouts to the luxury kids,
Young
man.
royalty.
The trust fund
Shout
kids.
out.
Look,
They the reason why we do this,
That's why we
man.
do it. Shouts to Mama Allgood.
I know that's right.
Shouts to Mama
Mama love though.
And
Shout out
shouts to
to
the
them all,
family,
man. It takes a
Like,
team, man.
Shouts to
That's
the
what's
family,
up.
man. Because I'm telling you, like when we, it's crazy. You got
This music is killing me right now.
Listen,
Hey, yo, shout out to one
You know, you took the mic on the low. He was
when
going.
we went home, we you know what I'm saying, we was battling back to try to get the place open. A lot of politics was involved. Like,
Facts.
yo, the kids told us straight up.
Hey, yo,
y'all
shout out,
good. They like,
shout out all the
y'all
one squirrel raccoons out there. I can't find their mother.
Let's wrap this up, man.
Mike is lost. Mike is lost.
too much.
Skunk, now we talk about skunk noises.
Skunk noises out there in the woods.
Brother making skunk noises.
I'm picturing man toothless German
yo.
shepherds right now.
You're retarded, dog.
Does anybody in this room know what a skunk sound like?
Yeah,
They don't have a sound.
I know what they smell like though.
Gino knows how to make a skunk
I don't
noise.
know how
Do
to
it.
make a sound noise.
Let me hear you.
I don't, what are you talking about,
You over
man?
there drinking coconut rum? You drinking that by yourself?
Hey yo,
Yeah.
hey hold on.
Cherry
What
Coke,
am I?
man.
What am I? What am I? I need the mic.
Listen, throw something on real quick. I want to do this and then we out.
Yeah.
Oh, we get on the camera, we off the radio.
Hey yo.
Turn that off, kid.
Yo, Mike, what be you on?
Gino right here.
Yeah,
Like, I
kid.
don't know what we do.
Stay
We know what
classy.
we do.
Yeah.
A lot of these phony gangsters embellish they rap, swearing to God they get cash, but never even dealt with a pack. I posted up with a gun in the mask, waited patiently and pistol whipped the head until he ran you a stash. My life is far from some glamorous-ish, but up you roll the dice and bet it all with the hand that you get. So every day I'll chase 4, 5, 6 until I'm rich. This thug life, something that I'm alright with. Some other niggas claiming they raw or proclaiming they hood. My style's gangster, homie, was good. The young OG, ask around, coming up. I was always taught the opposite of backing down. Plus I'm blessed with a sick aim. So even from 3-point range, I put you in the garden like a Knicks game. Down 6 with a gravestone. It's the same song. We R.I.P. for trying to get his name known. But that's more like a death wish. Bumping your gums, knowing that I bust my gun and I'm reckless. That 4-5 will make him explode. Gun him down as curtains, but to be certain, take a trip for the road. Why worry about making mistakes and take a chance of him living and probably giving up statements to Jake's evidence? I don't leave him a trace. So his dental records is your best bet, and ID in his face, and you don't really want bring 48 like King Kong, or make me get the 8 and fillet you like Mignon. That's what I call a 3-course meal. A shrimp header getting chopped like steak and dying young like Bill. As for me, I'm Cy Young type real, so I'ma still pitch till I get rich, or I'm under the field. Getting money, that's my pastime. I gotta get it, so I chase cake like a diabetic till I flatline. I got a fetish for demand and respect and nothing to lose, like dudes with a gambling debt. So basically, when my hand in the hammer connect, it's like having unprotected sex is not safe. When I smack motherfuckers for fun, like Scarface and cops, I'm anti-lock like car brakes.
After being set in that cell, it's either heaven or hell. I'd rather die than go back in the jail. Rather lie than to mention the name is bad enough frying. But snitching, that's jumping into the flames. Giving statements about gangsters and cause you to die. That's suicide like from with Al Qaeda. No wonder them clown haters. My luxury franchise. We like a trinity of bad guys. Shout to Dad, shout to Roy, shout to me. We going to the top. Shout out to 92.9 WDUP.
Hey yo, Kevin wanted on me. I go wrote that all. I wrote it. Now big up Mike, man. MS, let's go, boy. Hey yo.
Still hitting the radio, still shooting right now.
Do it, Mike. They want you. Mike don't know. Do it.
Luxury family.
Man, R.I.P. Shalonda, man. We lost a good one, man.
Hey yo, I gotta say this. Hey yo. Y'all gotta say this while all y'all in here, man. Yo, big up Shalonda, man.
Angels exist.
Hey, man.
Hey yo, one of my last memories of her, man. I bumped into her. You know what I mean, downtown, whatever. And she was saying, she was like, yo, I want to be on the radio. I got pushing out for the radio. I was like, yo, let's do it. And then, you know, circumstances happened. It never materialized, but you know what I mean? Big up Shalonda.
Man, she in here right now. She with us.
Fact, man. We love you, man.
Radio, baby.
Yeah, man. So, she rocking with us, man, and she, you know, made an impact out here.
Angels exist.
Yeah, man. And that's it. All right, we get back. We gonna play some slow jams right now. We gonna play Case featuring Luther Vandross featuring R. Kelly, Best of Both Worlds. That's only under 12.
Okay.
Pause that. Anybody go to
Oh
my God.
Man, Luxury Records is coming out, and we are.
I'm feeling like I ain't took a nap in weeks. I'm up, couple thousand tuck, writing back the Jeep. I'm stuck, diamonds in the cut, make an actress speak. Sports, drugs, and entertainment, think I'm Master P.